Xhosa has 5 basic vowels, but the vowels in Xhosa, similar to a few other languages around the world, are also distinguished by their length, so that the 5 basic vowels can appear as either long or short. This distinction in length between long and short vowels is phonemic, and so it's crucial for both pronunciation and for meaning. As a result, the Xhosa language has 10 vowels in total. Here's how they look and sound. We have I, U, E, O, and A. A more familiar sequence is the one that we learned in school many years ago. I'm not sure if it's still the same, but we used to recite these as A, E, I, O, and U. So these are the short vowels. I will repeat, but this time with some examples. I, found in inja, a dog. U, found in umtu, a person. E, as in endle, in the wilderness. O, as in bomvu, red. And A, as in amaza, waves. These would be the ocean waves. Vowels can also be organized according to other articulatory features, such as back or front, and close, mid, or open. Since vowels are similar in practically every language, save for a few nuances, they generally tend to be easier to learn to pronounce when you're learning a new language. But if you are interested in delving deeper into these other categorizations, let me know in the comments, and we can make another video for that. Now for the long vowels. It's worth noting here that even though their existence is quite simple to establish, we know there's short and then there's long vowels. We can see them in the language, or when they appear like in different words in the language. So it's quite simple to establish the existence of these long vowels. But the lengthening process itself is quite a complex one. So here are the long vowels. I, U, E, O, and A. So for I, we have I. For U, we have U. For E, we have E. For O, we have O. And for A, we have A. As already said earlier, these vowels are phonemic, which means they are capable of changing the meaning of words and can contribute to grammatical structure. The distinction between the long and short vowels is sometimes contrastive, which contributes to the phonemic nature of these vowels, meaning that their appearance can change the meaning of a word, and sometimes they are non-contrastive, meaning that they sometimes appear without necessarily changing the meaning of the word. Here are some examples. Two of the vowels, I and O, when applied as noun class prefixes, that is noun class 10 and 2a respectively, they indicate the plural, so it's plurality. For iinkosi, which is singular, we have iinkosi, which is chiefs. We have oomama, mothers, as opposed to oomama, a mother. Both instances are contrastive. They change the meaning. They affect the meaning of the words. In this case, like I said, they indicate plurality. In both these cases, these vowels are contrastive. This type of lengthening represents a morphological change. In other instances, The transformation occurs as a result of the penultimate lengthening process. But we're not going to cover that here, save for just providing some examples. For example, we have vula, which is open, but it changes in length when it's applied in the phrase bayayivula incwadi. They do open the book. Then we have a. Here is an example. Mgqibelo is Saturday. Balima ngomgqibelo. They plow on Saturday. Balima ngomgqibelo. Again, we have the lengthening there, which is related to the penultimate lengthening process. Then we have as in incwadi, a book. Incwadi, a book. We also have a click there. When applied in a phrase, bavula incwadi, there's a lengthening there. Bavula incwadi versus incwadi. They are opening a book. Bavula incwadi. In these instances, the meaning is not affected. Another interesting thing is that if you lengthen the a vowel in ba, as in bavula incwadi, then the phrase changes to past tense. When you say bavula incwadi, then the meaning changes to they opened a book. Opened, it becomes a past tense. So there's various occasions or circumstances under which the lengthening process takes place. And this is another example of the lengthening process is changing the meaning of a word or affecting the meaning of a phrase. The process of vowel lengthening in Xhosa then is really an interesting one. But please do share if you are interested in a more in-depth video focusing on vowels and vowel lengthening in Xhosa.